Hello friends, I welcome you all for another interesting session of Companies Act. So as you remember, we are into Directors chapter, in which chapter number 11 is what we are discussing. So chapter 11 runs from section 149 se lekar section 172. So we are already done with section number 160. We are already done with section number 164 subsection 1. So as I said, 164 subsection 1 was talking about disqualification of directors. Now this subsection we have to read with another subsection, which is 167 subsection 1. So let us start 167 subsection number 1, sir. So if you remember, 167 was talking about what, sir? Vacation of office of director, sir. Vacation of office of director, sir. Now, sir, most of the time people do have one confusion. Do you think vacation matlab removal? Do you think vacation matlab removal? No. Sir, remember, vacation is a superset. Matlab, this is a omnibus term. Omnibus term. Matlab, it includes many things in it, and one of the way of vacation is removal. So removal, if director is removed from the office of if director is removed from his office, yes, it is a vacation. So that doesn't mean removal is that doesn't mean vacation means removal, sir. So removal is one of the example of vacation. So vacation can happen in many ways. Vacation can happen in many ways. One of the way is removal of directors, sir. Is this point clear, sir? Now, sir, vacation of directors may you have four subsections. So subsection 1 is more important, sir. Subsection 2, 3, 4 maybe है ना, इतना important नहीं है, but yes, we will definitely go through, sir. So subsection number 1 is what we have to focus more in this section, sir. Okay, now, sir, subsection number 1 में we have 8 clauses. If you remember, 164(1) में we had 9 clauses, A से लेकर I, sir. Here we have 8 clauses, sir. So can I say these are 8 different ways of vacation, sir? Sir, इसमें one thing definitely will be there is removal of director, sir. Okay, so without wasting any single minute, sir, let us discuss vacation of office of director, sir. Let's see 161 subsection 1, which is talking about grounds for vacation, sir. So you can see subsection 1 में we have 8 clauses which runs from A से लेकर H तक, sir. Okay, now let us see clause number A, which says very simple way में the office of director shall become vacant in case he incurs any disqualification as specified in section 164, sir. Very good, sir. तो इसका मतलब if at all एक डायरेक्टर is disqualified under section 164, then automatically he has to vacate his office. So this is one of the ground for one of the ground for what, sir? Vacation, as per 167 subsection 1 clause A. Now, sir, 167 section में lawmakers are having one hidden presumption. What do you mean by hidden presumption? मतलब by default we have to assume this and then read this section. What is that, sir? A person is already a director in a company and then we are asking him to vacate the office. So can I say this is one hidden presumption, sir? So simple hai, sir. You cannot vacate the office of director if you are not holding it, sir. Sir, if I don't have 10 crore rupees, I can't give it to you, sir. If I don't marry, I can't divorce. तो इसका मतलब if at all I am divorcing, so there is a hidden presumption that I am married. If at all a person is vacating his office, so there is a hidden presumption that that person is holding the position of director, sir. Clear है बच्चा? But whereas 164 में such type of hidden presumption was not there, sir. Sir, 164 when it will attract at the time of appointment. 167 when it will attract once you are appointed. Now the question is whether you can continue your office or not, sir. So can I say person should get first himself appointed as director, then only he will fall under section 167. जब तक you don't come under 160, जब तक you are not appointed as a director, तब तक you don't come under 167. I hope you are able to understand, sir. So 167 subsection 1 clause A says what? Whatever grounds we have given in 164, अगर एक person is meeting those grounds, then obviously he is disqualified. Now can I say disqualified मतलब new appointments he cannot make, sir, or new appointments he cannot accept, or he cannot become director in new company. So question was, can he continue in existing company? Sir, for that answer is 167 subsection 1 clause A. Answer is no, he cannot continue in existing company. It means he has to vacate his position from that company immediately, sir. Correct? So disqualification is for a period. So for a particular period you are disqualified, sir. Here vacation will happen as on a particular date, as on a particular date. So the date on which you are disqualified, on that day only you have to vacate the office also, sir. So can I say 167 subsection 1A is very clear now, sir. Sir, exam mein if at all you have to write this in a theoretical manner, how you will write, sir? Now most of the students they write like this. What they write, sir? 167 section, see, this is one way of writing 167 subsection 1 clause A, but how you will be producing this in exam, sir? Sir, the best presentation is clause A to subsection 1 of section 167. This is how you have to produce in exam, sir. Sir, maybe first time you may write like this, sir. आगे जाकर if you have to repeat this multiple times, maybe second time you may write like this, sir. But better presentation is always write in this theory line manner, sir. So this is how it should be written. First you should talk about clause number, then subsection number, then you have section number, sir. I hope you understood this point, sir. So can I say clause number A is fasak? It is completely done, sir. So whenever you are attracting disqualification as per 164, new company may you cannot be appointed. Question is, can you continue in existing company? That answer will not be given by 164. That answer is given by 167. By 167 subsection 1 clause A. Answer is no, you cannot continue in existing company. So can I say 164 का रुद्र प्रताप is 2 types, sir. First, नया company you can't be appointed, existing company में you can't continue, sir. So you are fasak from both the areas, sir. Clear है बच्चा? Now, sir, let us now discuss clause number 2, 167 subsection 1 clause number B, sir. Now what he is trying to say, sir? Now sir, there is a proviso to clause A, but this proviso presently I am keeping on hold because I did not teach you 164 subsection 2. So jaise we complete 164 subsection 2, I will take back to this proviso, sir. तब तक के लिए this proviso is on hold, sir. Okay, so now 167 subsection 1 clause B. What this clause is saying, sir? The office of director shall become vacant in case when he absents himself, he absents himself from all the meetings of the board held during the period of 12 months with or without seeking leave of absence of board of directors. So here what you could have understand is he is absenting himself from all the board meetings last 12 months, sir. Okay, let us understand, sir. Now what he is trying to say, sir? Sir, Mr. Raj is a director in Mr. Raj is a director in Funny Limited. Okay, so this is one company, Funny Limited mein he is appointed as a director, sir. Cool. Sir, Funny Limited is conducting many board meetings, sir. Okay, so I already have one example if I'm not wrong. Yes, So Funny Limited is continuing many board meetings, sir. Now 5/5/2020 को they conducted one board meeting, sir, in which Mr. Raj, so here I took example of Ram, now I am writing Raj. Sir, Mr. Raj has attended that board meeting, sir. He has attended that board meeting. Sir, company has conducted another board meeting. Now I have given you many board meetings, sir. So 6/6 को one meeting happened, 7/7 and 8/8, 9/9, 3/31, 3, 4/5, 5/5 and 7/7. ऐसे multiple board meetings are there, sir. Now, sir, question is how many board meetings are immaterial, sir? Question is how many board meetings are immaterial? Now, what is my answer, sir? This board meeting में तो he attended, sir. Sir, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Sir, he did not attend this meeting, 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 sir. He did not attend all these meetings, sir. Now, question is whether he will vacate his office or he will continue his office, sir. Now, if at all you see the word, he absents himself from all the board meetings happened in the 12 months, sir. Now, question is ये जो 12 months है, which 12 months should we take, sir? Should we interpret this 12 months as a calendar year or should we interpret this as financial year? Because if you say calendar year, it starts from 1st January, ends on 31st December, sir. If you say financial year, 1st April to 31st March. So if at all he is absenting himself from 6/6/2020, if it is calendar year, 31st December, it will end, sir. But if it is financial year, 31st March, it will end, sir. So where I should take calendar year or financial year? My answer is you should not take both also, sir. Sir, here here 12 months should be taken from that date itself, sir. Which date? 6/6/2020. So 6/6/2020 plus 12 months. So this is called date to date. So date to date 12 months is what you have to take, sir. So here 12 months of 6/6/2020, 12 months will end on what, sir? Now, easy way of always calculating is first you will write 21 here. Again, month is going to remain same. We want 12 months, so obviously this will end on 5/6/2021. So here there's a reason in between I have kept something called 5/6/2021, sir. I hope you are able to understand up to this extent, sir. So here can I say 6/5 से लेकर 5/6/2021, this is a period of 12 months and Mr. Raj did not attend any of these board meetings. So can I say Anna will vacate, Anna will continue his office, Anna will vacate the office because he has absented himself from all the board meetings in preceding 12 months, sir. I hope you understood what this point is talking about, sir. Now here there are various analysis points which you have to consider, sir. Question number 1. Mr. Ram or Raj, sir. So presently I am taking an example of Raj. Mr. Raj did not attend any board meetings from between 6/6. So can I say this is 6/6/2020 to 5/6/2021, sir. He has to vacate the office. उसमें कोई doubt नहीं है, sir. Question is on which day? Now, why did I say like this? Because on 7/7/2021 also one board meeting is conducted, sir. Okay. So 7/7/2021 also one board meeting is conducted. So should he vacate his office on 5/5/2021 or 5/6/2021 or 5/5/2021 or 5/6/2021 or 6/6/2021 or 7/7/2021? Now this could be a brilliant MCQ which can be drafted in the exam, sir. So on which day he has to vacate his office? Now again, sir, whenever life gives such questions on your face, you have to again put this scenario in the provision, sir. What provision says, sir? A person has to vacate his office of director, sir, if he absents himself from all the board meetings which are conducted in preceding 12 months. So can I say 6/6/2020 से लेकर 5/6/2021, this is preceding 12 months. Did he absent himself from all the meeting? Answer is yes. So which date he has to vacate, sir? Obviously the very next day, not 5/6, sir. It will be on 6/6/2021. So So he has to vacate his office on 6/6/2021. I hope you understood, sir. 5/5 तक तो he will continue his office, sir. 6/6 को his vacation will arise. So it is not 5/5, it is not 7/7, it is your 6/6/2021, sir. So very interesting MCQ which can be drafted, sir. Would your answer be different if Mr. Raj took permission for not attending the board meeting from the board of directors? Now, what do you mean by took permission, sir? Leave of absence. Leave of absence. Remember school days mein, sir, and we used to always write one letter to the teacher, sir. So if you want to take holiday tomorrow, you used to write one letter, or maybe most of the time after taking holiday we used to write, sir. But a better practice was before taking holiday you have to write one leave letter, sir. So what we used to write, sir? Date and a place, and then we used to write to dear we used to never write, sir, to respected teacher, and a heading was leave letter. So ऐसा ही कुछ concept we are talking about, sir. So imagine Mr. Raj now he cannot attend board meeting for last 12 months, sir. So all meetings के लिए he has already taken prior permission from board of directors. So he might have every meeting में है ना meeting का notice was coming, sir. He took advance permission only कि अरे meeting is conducted on so and so day, I cannot come, sir. So please grant me leave of absence. So all board of directors में every board of directors used to say okay bhai, no problem, leave of absence is granted. So in short, he is taking holiday with permission, sir. Okay, with permission, sir. This is scenario number 1. Next scenario, imagine he took leave and he did not take permission also. So question is, his office will get vacated if he is taking the permission, if he is not taking the permission. My answer would be, would your answer be different if Mr. Raj took? No. Answer would still remain same. What do you mean by answer would still remain same? He has to vacate office on which date, sir? We have seen 5/6. So we have seen on 6/6. So whether permission taken, whether permission not taken, immaterial. Sir, how did you say this? Again, so there are some words which did not catch your vision at that time, sir. Now we have to go through those words, sir. He absents himself from all the meetings of the board held during the period of 12 months with without seeking leave of presence. Leave of presence matlab permission, sir. So permission for leave, sir. So whether you take permission, do not take permission, you have to leave the office. Matlab logic is very simple. Acha, you cannot attend 12 meetings. Acha, there is some work. Oh ho. So lawmaker says better concentrate on that work only, sir. And let us better don't show your face to our companies. So you are going for a vacation, 12 months vacation, so go for a permanent vacation. Leave the company and go for a permanent vacation. Every day you enjoy your vacation. That is what the logic behind this point, sir. Okay. Question number 3. On 5/6/2021, a board meeting was called but was adjourned due to want of quorum, sir. Okay. So every board meeting में quorum is required, sir. We will be discussing about quorum under section 174, sir. So on 174, correct. On 5/6/2021, a board meeting was called but adjourned due to want of quorum the next week, sir. Will Mr. Ram still vacate the office? Wow. Should he vacate the office or will he continue the office, sir? Sir, here my answer would be, sir, this is just a coincidence, sir. Generally on 5/6 board meeting should happen. ऐसा कोई rule नहीं है. Just a matter of coincidence we are saying, sir. Board meeting was conducted, or board meeting was called, sir. So this was the date on which board meeting was called. Now, sir, on that day quorum did not come, sir. What do you mean by quorum, sir? Minimum attendance for meeting, sir. So that minimum attendance was not there, sir. So what would be your answer? Sir, my answer would be, if Mr. Raj has attended the meeting, then no vacation. Sir, why sir meeting got adjourned? No, it is not his mistake. No, sir, what is the words used? He absents himself from all the board meetings, sir. So can I say he came on that day, sir? So last 12 months may, sir, 12th month, that was the date he came on that day only, sir. So in this case, my answer would be Mr. Raj has attended the meeting. If he has attended, then no vacation. Else there will be a vacation, sir. There will be a vacation, sir, because sir maybe है ना, some people will interpret that 5-6 का meeting, if it is held on, say for example 10/6/2021, adjourned meeting is held on that day, sir. So board of directors can decide whatever date they want, sir. 10/6 को, sir, can I say already his office is vacated on 6/6, so there is no point he attending that adjourned meeting, sir. That will be of no use. In fact, we will not allow him to attend the board meeting because he has vacated the office. I hope you understood, sir. Clear hai bacha? Now next point, sir. Question number 4. On 5/6/2021, board meeting was called and was convened. There were 5 items in agenda. Mr. Now 5 items matlab kya, sir? Discussions on what matters, discussions, sir. Or you can say these are list of items for which meeting was called, sir. So 5 items were there in the agenda, sir. Mr. Ram was only present for agenda number 1. So sir, maybe item number 1 will continue from 10 से लेकर 10:30, sir. Sir 10:30 से लेकर 11:30 तक item number 2 was going on. ऐसा hourly items were going on. Item मतलब what, sir? एक particular resolution we are talking about, sir. So Anna attended only for one resolution, sir. So can I say it is like your what to say classes where you used to have school mein, sir, colleges mein 4 periods are there. You attend only first period, which is your English teacher ka period. Most of the time your English teacher was very glamorous, sir. So you used to attend her period, sir, and remaining all classes you used to bunk, sir. So now the question is attendance given or attendance not given. So can I say you should understand school may be we used to take attendance for every period or for start of the class. Answer is start of the class, sir. Similarly here also, sir, here no vacation, sir. Answer is no vacation, sir. Answer is no vacation, sir. So here it is assumed that he has attended the meeting, sir. Is this point clear? Because law में ऐसा कहीं पे भी नहीं लिखा है, nowhere it is written कि you should attend all the resolution items, then only your attendance will be counted. ऐसा नहीं है, सर, है ना. So we see quorum at the start of the meeting. Yes, for every resolution also we see, sir, but main whether meeting should start or not, उसके लिए we see quorum at the start of the meeting. So at the start of the meeting he was present, sir, and he has voted at that time, sir. Hence he will be what do you say not vacating the office. So can I say last 12 months mein Anna came on one particular day, that too for 1 hour, and he could save his office, sir. Clear? So that is point number 4, sir. Question number 5 is very twisting wala point, sir. Very twisting, sir. What he is saying, sir, Mr. Ram could not attend all board meetings between, you can see the period 6/6/2020 to 5/6/2021. Okay, nice. So he could not attend any of the meetings between these periods, sir. Due to which reason, sir? Due to health reasons, sir. Now he informed board that he is affected, he is infected, you can say. So I thought, let us also introduce coronavirus, sir. Sir, he is infected with coronavirus, या फिर he is having cancer or HIV/AIDS, sir. So he is ultra legend, sir. So he is having these medical problems, sir. So now my question to you people is whether he will vacate the office or he will not vacate the office, sir. Okay, so I am giving you half a minute time to go through what exactly you will answer this, sir. So what is the word used, sir? He absents himself from all the meetings of the board during the period of 12 months with or without leave of absence from board of directors. So now my question to you people is, try to fit that point in this answer, sir. Or I'll just minimize so that you can compare both and then read, sir. So just read, sir. I'll just have water, sir. So what should be the answer, sir? Now, this is what CA final law, sir. Welcome to CA final, sir. Sir, here, now my answer can go in both the ways also, depending upon my tone, sir. So if I use this tone, then I say no vacation. If I use in different way and my tone comes in different manner, then I will say vacation. Now, strictly speaking, sir, can I say, if you try to fit this situation in the provision, sir, you see, sir, last 12 months, did he attend any board meeting? Answer is no. With permission, without permission, goli maro, sir. Can I say any reasons are given there? Ki health reasons are, this reason are, that reason are, anything is written? Answer is no. So clear cut answer should be what, sir? Yes, he has absented himself, sir. He did not attend any of the board meeting. So clear answer should be what, sir? Vacate the office. Vacate the office. So if you try to read this in this tone, answer is vacate the office, sir. But now I would like to focus on these three words. What are those three words, sir? He absents himself. He absents himself. Matlab, he can come, but he is not coming. Forcefully, he is stopping himself. Matlab, there are circumstances where he could have attended the meeting, but still he is not attending the meeting, sir. Sir, if you use this tone, he absents himself. Now, here he is willing to come. Now, sir, whether he is willing to come or not, that is always a question mark, sir. But we will assume that here he is willing to come, but he can't come because there are circumstances which are beyond his controls. So, ऐसे situation में he did not absent himself. Sir, it is the medical problem which does not allow him to attend the meeting, sir. So, ऐसी situation में my answer would be no vacation, sir. So now you would be asking, sir, what we should write in exam? Now, sir, this is an interpretation issue, sir. But still, I second this proposal, sir, because he absents himself. Matlab, he is willing to come, sir. But thing is, there are circumstances beyond control. So here, better go with this interpretation. Answer would be no vacation because these are those acts which are beyond his control, sir. Clear hai bacha? Yes, there are some authors who says it should be vacated, sir. But still, wordings ke hisab se, if you try to understand, sir, he absents himself. Matlab, he wants to come, but he did not come, sir. That would be a better interpretation, sir. I hope you understood. So clause number A is over, clause number B is over, sir. Now, clause number C and clause number D we will read simultaneously. How? Let us see, sir. Now, what clause C and clause D is talking about, sir? Okay. Or first, I will just make you read that. So C says what, sir? A person has to vacate the office of a director if he contravenes the provision of section 184 or he fails to disclose his interest in any contract oblique arrangement in which he is directly or indirectly interested, contravening 184. So can I say CD are talking about 184 only, sir? Okay, let us see how it goes. Now, when I come to section 184, very detailedly we will read that answer, sir. There is no, what you say, second thought on that, sir. So 184 में subsection 1, subsection 2 are very important. We will discuss very detailedly there. कोई दो राय नहीं है. But अभी के लिए we have to form one opinion, sir, है ना? So जितना it is required, how much it is required to complete this what you say section, I will teach you, sir. Okay, now let us take one example, sir. So background, sir, board meeting is conducted. In that board meeting, 5 resolutions are proposed, sir. So resolution number 1, resolution number 2, resolution number 3, resolution number 4 and 5, sir. So one of the director is having interest in the resolution, sir. Now what exactly it is? Resolution number 2 or item number 2, you can say, sir, it is nothing but a contract. Sir, let us take an example, sir. So XYZ Limited is the company, sir. Okay, now इस company में Mr. X is a director. Mr. X is a director, sir. Now imagine this company is into hotels का business, sir. Okay, hotels का business. Now this company, this hotel wants to give one supply contract, sir. Now maybe they require utensils or food items, etc., sir. So imagine what do you say, sir? Another one sole proprietorship business it is. So sole proprietorship business, sir. Now sole proprietor business is X and company, which is managed by Mrs. X. So Mrs. X is a sole proprietor, sir. Now this company wants to give a contract, and what contract, sir? Supply contract. So whether this supply contract should be given or not, इसके ऊपर one board meeting is conducted, sir. Okay, now can I say if Mr. X attends this board meeting, obviously he will say yes, because opposite side Mrs. X is there, sir. So he will say yes. So can I say whether he participates, does not participate? Now in this particular resolution doesn't matter. I'm not saying that he should not come to the total meeting. That he can attend the meeting for resolution 1, 3, 4 and 5, but for that resolution, matlab it doesn't matter whether he comes also, he doesn't come also. So what law says? Mr. X, oh Mr. X, you are a interested director. Mr. X, oh Mr. X, you are a interested director. Why? You are having a interest. You are having one interest in this resolution, and here directly because wife is there, sir. है ना? So you are having one interest, sir. Okay, sir. So 184 में है ना, we are saying that you are having interest. So now section 184 says ऐसी situation में Mr. X, oh Mr. X, you have to do something. What? First thing is, it is your duty to disclose. See, company will never ever come to know always, sir, कि sole proprietor is wife, sir, है ना? So you can manage things in a very better manner also, sir. So first duty which 184 says is Mr. X, oh X, duty to disclose. मतलब जैसे ही at 10:30 resolution number 2 is taken up, you should stand up. Who should stand up? Mr. X should stand up and tell to all the directors who are participating in board meetings. क्या? Dear board of directors, I am interested director. I am having interest in this resolution because the supply contract which you are giving to the other party, that other party is my wife only. I am having interest. So first thing is bolna, cheppali, duty to disclose. Okay, next, sir disclose कर दिया, then duty to walk out from the resolution. मतलब जैसे you disclose, after disclosing you should walk off. That is, you should not participate in that resolution. Not participate in that resolution मतलब you should not discuss in that resolution, you should not vote in that resolution, and you should not be counted for the resolution. 3 things: no discussion, no voting, and you will be not counted for that what is a resolution, sir. Quorum may also you will not be counted for that particular resolution, sir. So these 2 things you should do, sir. Duty number 1, duty number 1, disclose your interest. Duty number 2, do not participate in that meeting. मतलब जैसे ही this resolution is taken up, that board of directors room में से you should walk out and stand outside. Let this resolution get over completely, and then resolution number 3 में you can come back, sir. This is what law is saying, sir. Now I hope you understood somewhat of section 184. So can I say 184 is talking about interested director, sir, है ना sir? Interested director के लिए two provisions are there, sir. First, don't participate. Next, है ना, don't participate, and next, disclose your interest. Now here what did Mr. X do, sir? He has breached either of the duties, sir. Now lawmakers are, this is a very very serious offense you have done. You have to vacate the office. Okay, now sir, imagine disclosure was required. What was required, sir? Disclosure was required. He did not disclose. Mr. X vacate the office under clause D. D for disclosure, and D for disclosure. 167(1)(d) is also saying that disclosure was required, but you did not disclose as per section 184, sir. Leave the office. Or sir, duty not to participate in that resolution. Party C. Sir, you have to now vacate the office because you have participated in the resolution. So either of the duties you don't perform, sir, you have to vacate. If you participate, you have to vacate as per section 167 subsection 1 clause C. Sir, if you disclose, if you don't disclose, and 167 subsection 1 clause D, you have to vacate the officer. Can I say very easy manner way we have understood, sir? So you can see C stands for what, sir? Participates. C stands for what, sir? Participates. D stands for what, sir? Disclosure. D stands for what, sir? Disclosure. Fails to disclose. He contravenes section 184. Bracket में डालो. That is participated in a resolution or participated in a resolution in which he is interested. He is interested, sir. I hope you understood, sir. So 167 subsection 1 clause C. Party C. 167 subsection 1 D. Disclosure करना था, नहीं किया. Fails to disclose, फसक, sir. I hope you understood, sir. Now थोड़ा intelligent brains you should apply. Do you think E wala point somewhere we have studied? A person has to vacate his office if he becomes disqualified by an order of the court or the tribunal. कहीं पढ़ा हुआ है? Did we hear this somewhere, sir? Answer is yes. Where did we hear this, sir? If you remember 164 subsection 1 में 9 grounds were there, sir. Sir, can I say B and C was talking about undischarged insolvent, sir. C and B and C, sir. D wala was talking about offense of moral turpitude. E wala was talking about you are disqualified to be a director and that order was passed by court or tribunal. 164 subsection 1 clause E. Here also clause E. Sir, don't you think here lawmakers have committed one small blunder? Generally, I never have any habit of criticizing lawmakers, but sometimes I give constructive criticisms so that what will happen, sir? You will remember this answer forever. Sir, even if they would have not written this line, this was covered in point A, because we have written very clearly, if at all you are disqualified under section 164, you have to vacate your office as per section 167. So can I say usme 164 mein even clause E also will come, sir? So unnecessary by mentioning here, lawmakers, you have wasted your ink. You have increased company law ka bare text, and this word is of no use. This is a dead letter. Now generally I tell my students, sir, every word in the law has to be given a meaning, sir, है ना, एक interpretation which ignores a particular word in a particular law, that interpretation is a bad interpretation, null interpretation, void interpretation. But here, है ना, unfortunate thing is, sir, whatever is written, this line is complete waste, because even this is not written, this would have been covered, because the word used here is 164. 164 में subsection 1 subsection 2 both comes, sir. So in fact all those 9 grounds are already covered here, sir, है ना. So unnecessary lawmakers have wasted their ink, sir. But can I say we have understood? So how you will remember, sir? Agar tribunal, now remember I took one example of section 242, sir. So as per section 242, tribunal is having powers. One of the power could be tribunal can adjudge a particular director as disqualified, sir, है ना. So here we have adjudged a particular director as disqualified. I hope you understood there, sir. So जैसे ही tribunal has adjudged a particular director as disqualified, new company में he cannot be appointed. Can he continue in existing company? Answer is no, है ना. Sir, by virtue of clause A also, by virtue of clause E also. But because clause E is a specific clause, now I will say by virtue of clause E, he cannot continue, sir. He has to vacate. Even F is more or less discussed there, sir. Can you find out? If he is convicted by a court of any offense, whether involving moral turpitude or otherwise, and sentenced, same wordings 164 subsection 1 clause D. So D may they were discussed, but do you think they are same wording, sir? Are they ekdam same, mutatis mutandis as it is there, sir? Answer is no, sir. There if you remember, and 5 years elapsed, I took this point also, but here 5 years word is missing. Here 5 years word is missing, sir. We are not finding 5 years, sir. Do you think lawmakers have committed blunder? Now I told you, sir, I rarely criticize lawmakers. Sir, here lawmakers, you have wonderfully drafted this particular clause, sir. See, as I said earlier, sir, disqualification is always for a period, but a vacation will happen on a particular day. जैसे ही court has passed an order imprisoning for offense of moral turpitude or otherwise for 6 months or more, can I say you will be disqualified? You will be disqualified for period of conviction plus date of sentence plus 5 years. But can I say you have to vacate your office today? So can I say vacation के लिए 5 years is not required, sir? Is this point understandable? So hence 5 years point need not be written for vacation, because vacation will happen on that day only. You have to get up from your seat on that day only, sir. Agreed? And you cannot sit on that seat for period. Now what is the period, sir? We have already discussed in 164 subsection 1 clause D. I hope you understood, sir. So can I say up to A, B, C, D, E, F is over. Now this point also we will discuss, sir. This is on hold. Then clause number G. What is clause number G, sir? He is removed in pursuance of provisions of Act. Now, sir, there is one section which is 169. Now, 169 is a weapon in the hands of shareholders. Sir, shareholders using this section can remove any type of director. Can remove any type of director. So managing director, whatever, sir. Sir, whoever it is, you can remove that person using 169, sir. Okay. So this provision is there for managing director. More specific provisions are also there. We will discuss that. But yes, you can remove any type of director using 169. However, 3 exceptions are also there, sir. When we come to that section, we will discuss. But can I say you can remove a director before his tenure? Matlab, if you appoint a director for 2 years, you can remove the director before 2 years using 169, and you need not give the reasons also for removals. So here shareholders have conducted one resolution, sir. Shareholders have passed one resolution and removed one director by passing ordinary resolutions. Now tell me, sir, can that person continue the office now? बेशरम ही होगा वो व्यक्ति, सर, है ना. So when shareholders said we do not want your face to see in the company, that means you have to leave the office, sir. So he is removed in pursuance of the provisions of Act. You can write down example under section 169. Last we are now discussing clause number H. I would like you people to please have one small reading sir. तो एक रीडिंग तो बनता है सर. Now, 99% of the students will be clean bold by looking at this particular provision, sir. Anyway, let me interpret this for you, sir. First, एक बार reading. He, having been appointed as a director by virtue of his holding any office or employment in the holding company, in the subsidiary company, or in the associate company, ceases to hold such office or employment in that company. So if this happens, then opening lines was that person has to vacate the office, sir. Okay, now let us take example, sir. First, you should understand one word, ex officio. Ex officio person. What do you mean by ex officio person, sir? Though lawmakers did not use this word, but exactly they are trying to say this word only, sir. Now, उसके लिए एक beautiful example I'll take, sir. Sir, as a CA student, we also study auditing paper and उसमें professional ethics we study, sir. ICAI. To run this body, we have one person called president, and he is elected, sir. Okay, he is elected, sir. So elections happen and we elect presidents. Now, ICAI have many committees. उसमें one of the committee is disciplinary committee, sir. One of the committee is disciplinary committee. So this committee will check whether CA is following all the auditing standards or not, etc., etc., sir. Okay. Sir, who will be the chairperson of that committee, sir? Here we don't elect anybody, sir. Sir, simple line written is president of ICAI. What is the simple line written, sir? President of ICAI. Now my question to you people. Agar PJ, myself, I become the president of ICAI, don't you think I automatically become the chairperson of disciplinary committee, sir? So can I say here, am I elected? No, I am not elected, sir. I am getting this position. I am getting this position. Which position, sir? Chairperson of disciplinary committee का position by virtue of this position. मतलब if you get one thing, you get another position. So that type of office is called ex officio office. So here I am an ex officio chairperson or ex officio person, sir. Similarly, जैसे ही I lose this office, which office, sir? President का office, I lose this office also. इसका मतलब it's a dual offer. ये मिला, if you get this, you get this. If you lose this, you lose that also, sir. Such position is called ex officio position, sir, or ex officio person, sir. I hope you understood, sir. If at all you want to make one small note, you may make it, sir. Similarly, I forgot you to give time for making note of 167 subsection 1 clause number B, sir. So if required, you may just go through, sir. Pause it and go through, sir. So here we are into last clause, sir. Okay, so ex officio person. Now, okay, can I go forward, sir? Answer is yes. Okay, now what exactly I am trying to tell, sir? Sir, imagine Mr. Raj, he is holding some office, or he is an employee in, imagine, X Limited. He is an employee in X Limited, sir. Imagine senior accountant. He is holding some office. Now it can be any position, director position, and any position he is holding, sir. Cool. Sir, he was working on the top, sir. मतलब बहुत ही अच्छा काम, sincere, sir, and unblemished services he is giving, sir. So company really liked it, sir. Now X Limited may have one holding company. Sir, X Limited may have a subsidiary company, or may have one associate company. Okay, now, so again, if required, we will read this point once again, so that now you will have an idea, sir. He having been appointed as a director by virtue of his holding a office or employment in the holding. Okay, very good. So here what we will do, sir, we will say that, I'm just reversing my example, sir. We will say that X is a X is Mr. Raj is a what is say, he is holding some office, or he is an employee in holding company, sir, which is H Limited, sir. Okay, now, sir, H Limited, now the company in question is, say for example, A Limited, sir. Okay, company in question is A Limited, sir. So H Limited में Mr. Raj is already a employee or already a officer, sir. Cool. He was working very well, sir. So what did this H Limited do, sir? They gave a what do you say, additional position, sir, saying what, Mr. Raj, you are working very well in our company, है ना? We will give you another office also, है ना? And he got one office. Mr. Raj is now appointed as a director in A Limited, sir. So now my question to you people is, he got this position, who, Raj got this position in which company? A Limited, because he is holding one top office in holding company, sir. Or you may say holding company is having one provision, sir. What? Whoever is holding senior accountant position in our company, he will become director in my subsidiary company. Now imagine, sir, A Limited is subsidiary company, sir. A Limited is what, bacha? Subsidiary company. In subsidiary company of what, sir? H Limited. So now my question to you people is now my question to you people is, sir, tomorrow imagine we remove this person, sir, so don't you think automatically he has to vacate this office as a director? In short, you are holding some office, or you are employee, where? In the holding company, in the subsidiary company, in the associate companies. By virtue of your position in H Limited or S Limited or A Limited, associate limited, sir, you got a position in the company. You got a position in the company. So in this company, you became a director because you are holding that office in H Limited, that is holding subsidiary associate, sir. Now my question to you people is, if I remove you from that position, you get removed from this position, sir. Can I say here, this person is a X officio director. He is a ex officio director because he is getting this position because he is holding that position. वो position गया, ये position भी गया सर. I hope you understood sir. Okay, एक बार again we will read sir. He having been appointed a director by virtue of his holding any office or employment. So he is holding any office or any employment A or B where in holding, in subsidiary or associate ceases to hold such office, such employment in that company. That company मतलब holding company, subsidiary company or associate companies. It's simple ma. You have company here, holding, subsidiary, associate. So you are holding position in H, you became director in C, or you are holding position in S, you became director in C, or you are holding position in A, you became director in C. Now can I say becoming director in C is secondary? First you should occupy position in either H limited or associate or subsidiaries. So can I say udhar se you lose the office, idhar se you lose the office. So with which we conclude your one of the important section, which is 167. Now I can't say total section, but one of the important subsection, which is 167 subsection 1. Now subsection 2, subsection 3, subsection 4 are not that what you say lengthy sir. Very simple way mein we can cover, maybe in 20 minutes we can cover all these 3 subsections. So we will take many examples for that and we will ensure that very detailedly we read them. That I will take up in next video. Okay, फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते सर. So for more such videos sir, please subscribe our YouTube channel sir. And our YouTube channel ka site is mentioned in the video which you are seeing, or I can mention the channel name sir. So youtube.com/c/pj classes sir. Sir, we have already launched our Google Drive classes sir. These classes runs on your laptop, desktop and also on your mobile phone sir. So though Android version mobile phone ka app is under development sir, very soon we are getting that also sir. Maybe next 4-5 days may we will be launching that also. So better है ना, this lockdown period में let us ensure that we learn as much as possible so that November attempt people, or for that matter next attempt wala person, they have ample time for attending other classes sir. Okay, so thank you very much ma, and I hope you liked our classes sir. If you really liked our classes, please give your valuable comments on our YouTube channel on this video sir. Okay, thank you very much sir. फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते.